We need your help. We are at an hour of desperation. If you see anything, if you hear anything, if there's anything at all that seems strange to you, that you report to law enforcement.
Fresh panic is building around U.S. news anchor Savannah Guthrie after a desperate video appeal dropped on Instagram just hours before a reported ransom deadline expired.
Hi there, everybody. I wanted to come on and just share a few thoughts as we enter into another week of this nightmare. I just want to say, first of all, thank you so much for all of the prayers and the love that we have felt, my sister and brother and I, and that our mom has felt. Because we believe that somehow, some way, she is feeling these prayers, and that God is lifting her even in this moment and in this darkest place. We believe our mom is still out there. We need your help.
Nancy Guthrie vanished overnight from her Tucson, Arizona home and was last seen on 31st January, with investigators saying they believe she was taken against her will. Alarm bells first rang when she failed to appear at a church service on 1st February, prompting family members to raise the alert.
Law enforcement is working tirelessly around the clock trying to bring her home, trying to find her. She was taken and we don't know where. And we need your help. So I'm coming on just to ask you, not just for your prayers, but no matter where you are, even if you're far from Tucson, if you see anything, if you hear anything, if there's anything at all that seems strange to you, that you report to law enforcement. We are at an hour of desperation, and we need your help.
An earlier alleged Bitcoin ransom date on 5th February also came and went without resolution, deepening fears about her safety. In a string of emotional videos, the family said they were willing to talk directly to whoever is responsible, repeatedly asking for proof Nancy is alive.
This is Cameron Guthrie. I'm speaking for the Guthrie family. Whoever is out there holding our mother, we want to hear from you. We haven't heard anything directly. We need you to reach out, and we need a way to communicate with you so we can move forward. But first, we have to know that you have our mom. We want to talk to you, and we are waiting for contact.
However, as the Epstein files twist dominates headlines, old Savannah Guthrie clips are suddenly trending online, fueling unverified online speculation about whether her mother's disappearance could be linked, despite no confirmed evidence from investigators. When Today's Show co-anchor Savannah Guthrie's 84-year-old mother, Nancy Guthrie, vanished from her Tucson home earlier this month, what began as a family nightmare quickly became a national headline. Nancy Guthrie was last seen on January 31st in the Catalina foothills area of Arizona. When she failed to attend church the next morning, her family reported her missing. Authorities now believe she did not leave voluntarily. Investigators say blood matching Nancy Guthrie's DNA was found on her porch. There were signs of a struggle, and the case is now being treated as a possible abduction. As the search intensified, something else began to happen online. Old clips of Savannah Guthrie's journalism, specifically her 2019 interviews with survivors of Jeffrey Epstein's sex trafficking ring, suddenly resurfaced and started trending again. Back in September 2019, just 2 months after Jeffrey Epstein died by suicide in jail, Savannah Guthrie conducted a series of exclusive NBC Dateline interviews with women who said they were abused and trafficked by Epstein and his associates. One of those interviews was with Virginia Giuffre, who in her first exclusive television interview described being trafficked and sexually abused as a teenager. The special also gave a platform, many for the first time, to other survivors, including Anuska DeGiorgio, Rachel Benavidez, Jennifer Arauz, Marike Chartuni, and Shantae Davies. At the time, the reporting was widely praised as giving survivors a voice. But now, those same interviews are being pulled back into the spotlight, not by journalists, but by social media speculation. Posts began circulating, drawing their own conclusions, suggesting without evidence that Savannah Guthrie's past Epstein reporting and her mother's disappearance could somehow be connected. One post on X read, quote, "Oh, I didn't know Savannah had interviewed Epstein. This whole thing gets more and more strange." Another claims, quote, "They will kidnap an elderly woman too." Others went even further, making allegations without proof, connecting unrelated deaths, and suggesting shadowy retaliation. There is no evidence supporting these claims, but the speculation kept spreading. Here's what is confirmed. In the latest release of the Epstein files, documents from the Department of Justice do reference Savannah Guthrie's Dateline interviews. One redacted email discusses a list of survivors interviewed for Dateline. Another notes, quote, "She's done another interview with Savannah Guthrie. They plan to air it on Today and Dateline." The mentions relate to media coverage, not wrongdoing. There is no indication that Guthrie herself is under investigation, and no confirmation of any link between those interviews and her mother's disappearance. Meanwhile, the search for Nancy Guthrie continues. Authorities say a ransom note purportedly involving cryptocurrency is being investigated, though its authenticity has not been confirmed. The FBI and the Pima County Sheriff's Office remain involved. No suspects have been publicly identified, and officials continue to urge the public to share any credible tips. For now, what remains is a painful reality. A journalist who once helped expose a powerful criminal network is now waiting, like any daughter would, for answers about her missing mother. And until facts replace speculation, this story remains one of uncertainty, not conspiracy.